What's going on, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here today on ESGNet. As we're back here for some more Road to the Show with Theo Bonds here, as we are in episode 237, and we are in the Pacific Northwest here today as we're taking on the Mariners for this nice little 4-game road trip here that we're on here today. And today we're going to be focusing on this game here against the Seattle Mariners, as Seattle right now currently just 2 games under 500 right now. They are 26 and 28 for the season right now, and they are trying to stay alive in the American League West with only 3 games back of the A's. Mariners are currently on a 2-game losing streak here and want to turn things around here quickly so they can still be competing in the West. As you take a look here at the current standings right now, and pretty much with the exception maybe of the Astros there, everyone else has been pretty solid here this season. I have not really got too many teams getting away from it now. They're 5-5 of the last 10 games, and like I said, this would be a good opportunity for a team like us who've been playing pretty well as of late, try to get things going for ourselves. So as for Bonds, of course, he was benched a couple episodes ago. I believe last episode, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But he's hoping to, at least I've been told, he is supposed to get back on the starting lineup here today. And we'll see how things go for him. And obviously, him being benched and then have to deal with the drama that's been going on between him and Oliver Flynn, his manager, at least in the papers and then local media. The two have not really seen eye to eye with each other, the way how they want this team to go. And of course, this is a contract year for Bonds, as this is his last could be his last season in Detroit. And of course, his agent has told him, "Hey, we got to leave on a good note here. We want to do well. We want to not to mention not just for Detroit, for possibility of staying in Detroit, but maybe for another ball club." As he hits this one out there to left center field, that's going to drop out there. This should be a good enough for a double, and that's exactly what he gets there. So not too bad there. Now in the series there that we had there, he lit up a scoreboard in Minnesota. He was 7 of 15 in that series, as we see him in a runner in scoring position opportunity here for a dynamic challenge. He was 7 of 15 in that series with Minnesota. He had 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, and 7 runs scored in that 3-game series. And he was a big factor in that series there. He did really well for himself to help out the club to get those wins there against Minnesota, which, by the way, was a clean sweep there. As we take a look here, and we'll see him sky this one. Oh, center fielder should have had that one, but he ends up dropping that one. So now we have runners on the corners, and with 2 out here in the top of the second. So we're already leading 3-0 in this ball game, as the pitcher here having a little trouble already here today. And so we'll see if the Mariners can get themselves out of this hole that they're currently in right now. As you see a swing and a miss there from Miguel Claudera, and Miggy gets thrown out there, and that's going to be it for the side. It's 3-0 here as it goes to the bottom half of the second. And speaking of the bottom half of the second here, we're going to go check it out. As you see Freddie Glavis now coming up to bat here. There you see it's a 3-2 ball game, so Seattle's able to come make this game be interesting again already early in this one. So this is going to be a good battle. I can already tell already here. With 1 out, 1 on here, we're going to try to see if we can get this double play here on Freddie. As this ball's going to be grounded over there. Nice play there. The second over to first, and they do get the double play. And that will, of course, retire the side. So nice job. Even though we gave up 2 runs here in the inning, we still got a 1-run lead. And we can still try to get away and run off with this game here if we can just play some better defense here than we've seen today. Of course, also, not to mention, try to get this bat going here for Theo Bonds, as he has he's 2 for 2 here, and he has an 0-2 count here in the top of the 5th, and this is going to be a drop third strike, and that is going to be he has to take a seat there as he'll be retired on that one. Now, top of the 6th here, full count here for him, and he's going to take that pitch, and it's going to be a ball 4. So a run will come in. That'll be Wolf coming in to score, making it now 6-2. And Seattle, yeah, just when they thought they were back in this game here, they give up a nice run here by the way of the walk. So I'm sure that the skipper here is going to have some choice words with his pitcher. So now we go to the top of the 8th here. It's 11-3 as Seattle is able to scrape up a run, but we were able to scrape up 2 more. And this one's pretty much gone here as we finish off this first game. As we see Bonds here, skies this one out to center field here. Not much there from him, as that is going to be out number 1 here to lead off the 8th. A nice catch there from Luther. So now a 2-on, 2-out here, 12-4. As again, both teams are able to scrape up a run here, but again, not going to be too helpful here for the Seattle Mariners. As Bonds is up to bat here, 2-on, 2-out, 2-2 count. So 2s are wild. As we'll see a pitch here. Oh, he gets underneath this one here. This is going to get skied out there to shallow outfield. And nice catch there from the second baseman, who gets the catch, and it retires his side. So 12-4 as we go into the bottom half of the 9th, and we'll see here that this one is going to end with a Detroit Tigers victory, obviously, as we're able to win this first one here today. 12-5 is your final score. Mariners able to scrape up another run, and just try to make the scoreboard a little bit better there for themselves, but unfortunately, that is not going to help them too much here, as they, of course, will be taking an L on this one. So 2 for 5 in the ball game here. Two RBIs and 2 bases. Too many damn 2s in this episode here. As yeah, pretty good. Not the best day for Bonds. We're of course accustomed to see him do it better. 3 for 5, 4 for 5. That type of thing, but unfortunately that's not the case here in this one. So we go ahead and go to the second game here today, as we're back here for another game here at T-Mobile Park. And of course, this is one of the ballparks I would love to go visit there. I love to go visit the city of Seattle. I heard it's really good, really nice city, clean city. Wouldn't mind going there to see not just the Mariners play, but go across the street over there to see the Seahawks, and even there in the summertime, go see the Sounders. Even though I'm a huge Sporting Kansas City fan, we don't have too much respect for Seattle, but nonetheless, I wouldn't mind going to see it just to say I've been there. So Bonds here, now as we get back into this ball game here, he's gonna slice this one right down up the middle there, and that's gonna be a good hit, as he's able to drive that one for a double and get himself in scoring position now with 2 out. So there's 19 double of the season. As you take a look at the doubles leaders here for the team-wise, and of course right there you see my Red Sox there 109, as the Tigers there 104. So not far behind from my all-time favorite team. So now Cabrera will come up to bat here. He second in the Tigers right now. Of course, right behind Bonds when it comes to home runs. Yes, Miguel has 15 right there. As we'll see a nice catch there from the third baseman. Ends the inning there and stops any kind of momentum that we had going, or at least we thought we had going there in the top half of the first. So no score here after a couple of innings here. We'll go now to the top of the third. This time 1 on, 2 out for Bonds, as he of course doubled there in the first inning. Bonds here trying to look for a pitch here. He can try to drive and trying to either score a run or try to bring home a run. And we'll see, this one is going to be well played there by the shortstop, who gets the out and of course retires the side. So no score there. One is stranded there. As going out to the top half of the 5th. Detroit's able to scrape up 3 runs here, as right now we have 2 on and nobody out. And of course the big bat of Theo Bonds, who's, like I said, right now leading both the American League and his club with 22 home runs this season. As we'll see a drop third strike there, and he can't go anywhere, as that's just going to be a strikeout there from Gonzalez. So Gonzalez there doing a good job here, keeping those 2 runners intact, but of course keeping the bat right there quiet of Mr. Theo Bonds. Top of the 7th coming up here. 3-0 with in this ball game. 2 out, nobody on, and Bonds thought he had that one, but unfortunately he had that one, but it's underneath of it way too much as that pops up there to the fellow third baseman. And that, of course, will retire the side. So, as we go into the bottom half of the 7th, going into the 7th inning stretch, it is 3-0 here in Seattle. Seattle trailing as now we go down to the 9th inning here. Top of the 9th coming up here. Seattle's down by 4 with now Bonds up to bat here. Nobody out. 1 on. Bonds looking for a pitch here, and Bonds sweet strokes that one right out of the ballpark here, and that one is gone. That's a 2-run dinger, and now mixing it now a 6-run ball game. It is now 7-1 here as he hits his 23rd home run of the season. Nice going there for him, as that was just a nice hit. No problem. Did a great job reading that ball coming out of the glove of the pitcher. And just took his time and just made a nice little even swing there. Take a look here. Nice little cut. It says right there in the ballpark as this one goes out of the ballpark. And a nice hit there from Theo Bonds as they go ahead and win this one here. Final score in game 2 of this one, 7-1 is your final. So Bonds goes 2 for 5 in this ball game with a home run, of course, his 23rd of the season. Obviously a double and 2 RBIs and a run scored there from him as he helps with them kind of cap it off there by put a dagger in this game here, getting that 2-run shot there late. And did a great job there. As you see some of the other players there, Sheldon Oakley there, 2 for 5, a double RBI, 2 runs scored. Copley 1 for 3, RBI and a run scored. Mac Wolf, which I think is an awesome name, 2 for 3, a home run, 2 RBIs and a run score there for him. As for Seattle there, not much, can't say too much about them. They had 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. We had 7 runs and 9 hits in that game. So we'll go to the 3rd and final game here. We'll wrap this up here, see if we can try to get, or I should say the 3rd and final game. It's a 4-game series. What am I talking about? So let's get to game number 3. We'll see if we can now try to get, try to at least solidify this win. You know, we're trying to get 3 out of 4 out of this series. If we can sweep this series, that'll be, obviously be super. But nonetheless, try to take 3 out of this series would be really nice. Taking on King Felix, definitely one of my favorite, but still one of my favorite. He's not, not as popular or well, I think he's still well liked, but I don't think he's one of the most popular. He's obviously iconic in some ways, but he's definitely one of my favorite pitchers. And I always feel like in Seattle, he was just never got to get to that next, beyond that national level. I know locally he's seen as a legend, as a hero there, but I think he's not on that that big stage because he plays in Seattle, and you don't see too much Seattle in the playoffs. So I definitely have currently have him in my Kansas City Royals franchise, which is really cool. You go definitely check it out. There's a link above. You guys can check out that series there. He was awesome in that series, and he's been killing it there in KC, helping us win a lot of games. But right now, he's did a great job there, striking out Bonds there in that first at bat. Top of the 3rd, we'll see a runner on board with 1 out, and King Felix up here again. And another matchup here is King Felix does a great job here keeping that ball in the infield and getting Bonds out there on that double play to end the inning. So Mariners, right now they're trailing by 1, but they're doing a great job here to keep that bat of Theo Bonds very quiet here. So top of the 6th here, I believe King Felix is still out there. 2 out, nobody on, and Felix gives up a hit out there. That's going to drop out there to shallow left center field. That's a base hit, as Bonds thinks otherwise. And so he's finally able to get a hit off of King Felix here today. As you see the batting leaders right now in the American League, and of course Bonds, one of the top batting leaders here in the well, I would say definitely say in the division, but definitely more so in the American League. So there he is, stepping off of first base here for just a little bit here. Maybe thinking about testing this, able to steal, but he gets there to second row quickly. Oh, no. Yeah, we overrun the bag there, and they get us. So, yeah, not what I meant to do there, but nonetheless, there, they do get the tag. They actually turn the double play there in the inning. So top of the ninth here. And we'll see what Bonds can do here as he dribbles that one over there to the third baseman. He gets the quick out as this ball game's now tied up, tied up 1 apiece here in the top of the ninth. As we see somehow, some way, miraculously, we win this ball game here as we are able. I believe the guy scored some runs there. And got us the win there. Nice job there from the Tigers. The rest of the Tigers there win this one 3-1 as Bonds goes 2 for 4 in this one, and they win the game with 3. So they win the series right now. 3 games so far here in this 4-game series. We'll see if we can come out here and sweep the Mariners out of their own building here. As we take a look at some of the numbers here. We're able to scrape up 2 runs there in the top of the ninth there after Bonds got out. So nice job. Unfortunately, Bonds just couldn't get on board there, but his team does help him out and get the win there for Gary. So we'll take a look here. We get to now the last and final game of the series, and of course in the episode here today. And this is game 4, as we're still here in Seattle at T-Mobile Park. And we'll see there 40-18, 26-31 there for Seattle. As Stinson will be on the hill here. 11 starts for him, 3-3 for the season, 3.97 ERA with a 1.25 or 2.8 WHIP, and he got a decent amount of strikeouts this season so far here. 1 on, 1 out here as Bonds here will go. Oh no, that's a double play killer right there. And that obviously is a best friend of the pitcher as he gets able to get the ground ball and get the turnaround there at second and first. So Seattle's down by, or actually no, Seattle's up by 2 here, surprisingly enough, as we're down by 2. 1 runner on board, nobody out here for Bonds. As here at the top of the 4th here, you're looking for a pitch. He drills this one over to the shallow right. That's going to advance the run over to second. Now putting the runners at first and second. And now trying to see if they can build momentum here as they have no outs. Top of the 6th coming up. Couldn't get really do anything. So we'll see what we can do here in the 6th as there's a runner on second. And Bonds here chops this one there in front of the pitcher. Nice stop there from the pitcher. He gets their second out of the inning. But the runner will, of course, advance over 90 feet. And that's helpful for us as we can try to get closer to try to score some runs. Top of the 9th here. We'll see, this ball is being hit very well there. That's going to go all the way back to the warning track as Bonds is able to get a nice stand-up double. And there you see, with only 1 out here, of course we're down by 6. We got to try to turn things around here as quickly as possible if we want to try to sweep this series. So 3-1 count here for Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera hitting this one here high and deep. This is going out to the warning track area. And Bonds is going to try to tag up here as he gets there to third. And now with 2 out and 1 on there in scoring position here, we got to try to hope that DeLuca here can try to, bring us home here so we can at least cut this lead down to 5. So 2 out. 1-2 count here for DeLuca. DeLuca is going to ground this ball out to to short, or I should say second. That is going to be in the ball game, and that is how this one ends. Tigers get the series win by winning the first 3 games, but unfortunately cannot get today's game to get the series sweep. As the Mariners able to fight for this one and fight very well here. They won this one 7-1 is your final score. As Bonds goes 2 for 4 in this ball game with a double. It's always tough, you want to try to sweep the series here, but at the same time you're thinking, well, at some point here this team's going to have to get a win, and of course it's always going to be when you don't want them to get a win. Of course, we don't want to split the series. You guys already know if you've been following the series, I don't like splitting anything. But when it comes to baseball, sometimes that's just what you have to do. So we'll see here. He's working on his durability here. And of course, we got a challenge here from our teammate here about trying to wants us to get at least 3 extra base hits here in the next couple of games. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna try. I think we went ahead and accepted that. So we're gonna try to do that here in this episode here today. But let's take a look here as we wrap up the month of May and get into the month of June. We have a nice 3-game set there at home. Actually, a nice homestand. Actually, we got 3 games against Baltimore, 3 games against Minnesota, and 3 games against Cleveland. So a nice 9-game homestand, which could be nice. We're taking on Baltimore coming up in the next episode, as Kevin Grossman is going to be on the heel there for Baltimore. 32-29 for Baltimore. We're 40-19. Looking really good here and solid so far here. So, like I said, winning cures all ills. So, any ill will that's going on in the team right now, I think is working out for us for the best. Maybe that's what Bonds needed there to get himself, fire up his, what, to get himself going, and of course get this team going now. But we'll see how things go coming up in the next episode here as we get ready for episode 238, and we'll take on Baltimore in that 3-game set there, and maybe we'll get into that Minnesota series too. I don't know, but we'll just have to see. Find out for more when you guys check us out here again here on the channel. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification, not to mention to be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord for the latest news and events on what's going on here on the channel and what's going on in the world of sports gaming and in sports in general. Don't forget to check us out on Twitch. We do live stream on there on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Central till well into the wee hours of midnight, maybe even 1 o'clock in the morning. We also live stream on Thursday afternoons at 1 p.m. Central till about 4 p.m. Central there. It's always a great time when we live stream on there. I love the community that we're building over there and just enjoying everybody and just having a lot of fun. So, and of course, we got some exclusives over there, exclusive live stream events and stuff like that over there. So definitely go check it out, you guys. I'd like to thank everybody that's been over there helping us out, and not to mention thank you guys here that have been supporters here of this channel. Thank you, and continue showing that support and that love you guys have been showing me since we started this crazy little thing 8 years ago. But that's it for this episode of Road to the Show with Theo Bonds. As always, we'll see you guys. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you guys next time.